One of the most interesting promises of God in the scripture is found in Haggai 2 verse 9, and it says, "The glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former, saith the Lord of hosts, and in this place will I give peace, saith the Lord of hosts." The book of Haggai was written during the time when the children of Israel had returned from Babylonian captivity. The Temple of Solomon, which was a grand and glorious structure, had been destroyed. Now, the people were rebuilding the temple, but it did not look as beautiful or majestic as the first. Many were discouraged, comparing the small beginnings to the grandeur of the past. It was in this moment of discouragement that God spoke through his prophet Haggai with a promise, "The glory of this latter house shall be greater than the former." This was not just about the physical building, but about the spiritual presence of God and the coming of the Messiah who would walk into that temple. God is a God of progression, not regression. No matter how glorious the past was, God's plan is to bring his people into something even greater. The latter glory always surpasses the former. For Israel, the first temple was filled with gold, splendor, and majesty, but the second temple would host the very presence of Jesus Christ, the King of glory. For you, the best of your past cannot compare to what God is about to do in your future. God said, "In this place will I give peace." Peace here signifies wholeness, prosperity, health, rest, and divine security. True glory is not just in physical beauty, but in the presence of God that brings peace and fulfillment. This scripture teaches us not to despise the days of small beginnings, Zechariah 4 verse 10. What may look small or insignificant now will carry a greater dimension of God's glory in due season. In your spiritual life, your walk with God may seem dry now, but God is about to pour out greater fire, passion, and revelation. In your family, past struggles or disappointments will give way to peace, restoration, and honor. In your career or ministry, the best days are not behind you. The latter glory will outshine the former setbacks. In your health and finances, what was broken or diminished, God will restore with increase and abundance. God is saying to you, your future is greater than your past. Your story is shifting from shame to glory. The latter years of your life will outshine the earlier years. He is filling your life, your family, your destiny, and your ministry with peace that no man can give or take away. Beloved, you have just heard the word of the Lord from Haggai 2 verse 9, "The glory of the latter house shall be greater than the former." This is not just a promise for Israel in ancient times, it is God's prophetic word for you today. But every promise of God requires faith.